These are fables from Nigeria culture, one from Yoruba and one from Edo culture. Each fable teaches moral lesson that still applies to our life today.
The Brave Rabbit and the Fearful Lion. Once upon a time, in a dense forest called Igbolodumare, there lived a mighty lion. He was the king of the forest. Being the most proud that he was, he would terrorize the other animals, demanding they bring him food or face his wrath. The animals grew tired of his mistreatment and decided to meet and raise suggestions on how to solve their problem. "We cannot continue like this," said the wise Japa, the tortoise. "We must find a way to stop the Kiniun," said the lion. But no one dared to confront the lion until the brave Ehora, the rabbit, stepped forward. He was known for his Oye, wisdom, and his Igboya, courage. He promised to deal with the lion. The next morning, Ehora went to Kiniu's den. "Ekaro Kiniu Obawa, good morning, lion our father," he greeted and bowed respectfully. The proud king disregards his greeting and demands for his food, but Ehora informs him of the impending threats, the presence of another lion who claimed to be the true king, and challenges Kiniu, calling him a coward. On hearing this, Kiniu roared in anger. He ordered to be taken to the imposter's location. Ehora led Kiniu to a deep well in the forest. He informs Kiniu that the other lion lives in the well and also wants Kiniu to be wary of this imposter. Looking into the well, Kiniu saw his reflection. Thinking it was his enemy staring back at him, he charged at it, jumping into the well. Unfortunately for him, he became aware that it was just his reflection. He struggled to climb out of the well, an effort which became useless due to the well's depth. He called for help, but no one came to his rescue. Ehora, watching from a distance, smiled and said, "Iwa, Rere, Leso, Enia," meaning good character is the beauty of human. From that day on, the animals of Igbolodumare lived in peace. Kiniu was never seen again, and Ehora became a hero. The animals learned that Oye, wisdom, and Igboya, courage, are more powerful than brute strength. Ehora's praises were sung wherever the animals gathered at the Iroko tree. Moral lesson: wisdom and courage is more powerful.
Once upon a time, there lived a very powerful man called Jeremy from the ancient Benin kingdom. He defied his father's warning not to climb a palm tree in their backyard, but his curiosity gets the better of him, and he climbed the tree with his sister, who transforms into a fly to accompany him to reach a place called hell. Here Jeremy engaged in battles with multiple-headed creatures. Jeremy conquers several creatures with multiple heads, but his bravery led to his ultimate death. When Jeremy encountered the seven-headed spirit called Ugbogeimi came. He had fire all over his body. He spat fire and commanded fire, and that was when Jeremy's sister began to sing. Hey, gonna vie o Jeremy, Jomi Jo. Hey, gonna vie. Uviera gbona o. Hey, me ye. Hey, mi ogwe mi ye o. Jeremy, Jeremy, ki kese, Jeremy, kri kisi, Jeremy, Jo. But Jeremy drew the battle line despite his sister's warning. He witnessed the bitter piece of death for the very first time and he became lifeless. Luckily for him, his sister spotted a leaf that has life in it. She applied the juice on his five senses and he gained consciousness. When he stood up, he no longer wanted to fight. He began to race back to earth. But the spirit Ugbogiri did not let him go. He ran after Jeremy when he got to the bridge between earth and hell. As he was about crossing to the other side, Ugbogiri stretched his hand to reach him. But luckily for Jeremy and unfortunately for Ugbogiri, the witch strong seven-headed devil, it was just one of his fingers that ran down the back of Jeremy. Till date, many believe the line at human's back is because of Ugbogeni's finger. The moral lesson: despite Jeremy being undefeated, he is dissatisfied and yearns for a greater challenge even after achieving victory on earth.